look at the lower extremity with some muscular imbalances that happens when you work at a computer station. Specifically, we're going to look at shortened hip flexors. So as you said, the hip flexors are in a shortened position. Second, the hamstrings are in a shortened position. And the third one we're going to look at is a hip rotator that is also in a shortened position that can give a lot of problems for someone who sits at a desk 8 hours a day, maybe more, and then gets up and all this tension will push right into the lower back. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at that hip rotator, the piriformis muscle. And there's a real easy way you can stretch this muscle at work. So what we'll do is we'll take your ankle and we'll bring it over your knee, and we'll put one hand down on the knee for a little bit of pressure. So we want to direct this knee down. This hand can be on your ankle, and all Jasmine does here is keeps a straight, tall back that leans forward at the waist. Okay? With pressure down on the knee, leaning forward, Jasmine should feel a stretch right through her hip. And that's stretching that hip rotator, the piriformis muscle. She'll hold the stretch 30 seconds, up towards a minute, and it should be a light stretch. It should not be painful. Don't take the stretch into pain. When she's done, simply go to the other side. Okay, so that's the first muscle. The second muscle we'll look at are those hamstrings. What we'll do for that is we'll take the chair out. Perfect. Bring your heel forward. What I'm going to get Jasmine to think about is to sit back into a seat, putting her weight on the opposite leg that's not stretching. Okay? So right here we're stretching this muscle. The leg is straight, the heel's down, toes are up. Jasmine's sitting back, putting her weight on the leg that's not being stretched. Same thing, we'll hold for 30 to 60 seconds, not painful. Feeling a light stretch through this muscle here. Okay? The third stretch we'll do is for the hip flexors. For the hip flexors, what I'll get Jasmine to do is use her desk for a bit of balance here. So hold on to the desk, take a lunge stance. Great. And now the hip flexors, they attach in the front of the hip and they come through the pelvis, attaching on the ilium and the 5 lumbar vertebrae. So what we want to do is encourage some extension in the back as she does this lunge. And you should feel pressure near the front of the hip here. Same thing, not painful, holding 30 to 60 seconds. And when she's done this side, she would go to the other side. A great way to take a break during the day, once an hour, to help break up that posture, that static posture of sitting with those shortened muscles. Thank you.